The reporting out of Australia was that Meghan had invited herself onto MasterChef Australia as a guest.
You do? You do? Oh, my God. Look, somebody pass me the spew bucket already. Please pass me the spew bucket.
Yeah, but it's really excited. It's my love language.
And don't you love how she just has to mention that Harry is from the UK?
Oh, God, it's so vomit-inducing. I've never known anybody to be so fake. Yeah, she's just so unbelievably fake. As I said, I've said this before. If she was chocolate, she'd eat herself. But, yeah. Oh, I don't know, Dan. Are you going to watch it? Because...
I mean, do you know what?
I think one of the things that is most frustrating about Meghan Markle, it's like, if you're going to lie, just be good at it.
Meghan Markle humiliated as cutout MasterChef scenes expose her bizarre behavior. She arrived selling the effortless kitchen lifestyle, but even after the episode was edited, something still felt off. The footage they left in only made the missing pieces more obvious. So what was so awkward that it never made the final cut? Watch closely.
Please welcome to the show Meghan Markle, or as she likes to say, just call me Meg.
Tash, it's just her love language. She's not doing this for the money. Don't even suggest it, Tash.
Welcome to MasterChef Australia. The Duchess of Sussex.
Oh my God.
No.
She's not doing this for the money. She's doing this because it is her love language, okay?
Meghan Markle!
Oh my God. Look at that strut. Look at that strut.
Before Meghan Markle's MasterChef appearance even reached television, one powerful word reportedly disappeared from the introduction: royalty. An earlier version of the introduction allegedly used that word, but when viewers saw the final broadcast, it was gone.
When the episode aired, the mention of royalty was cut out. Instead, as we saw and heard, she was introduced as a, quote, global icon, philanthropist, humanitarian, and business owner, etc.
She totally castigated Poe behind the scenes for having introduced her as royalty. But this is nuts, Meghan.
Instead, the introduction became a collection of bigger, safer labels: global icon, philanthropist, humanitarian, business owner, a woman known for her love of home cooking. The strange part was not just the missing word itself, it was everything that came after. The entire episode still seemed built around that same royal connection.
The concept of Meghan's guest appearance was framed around the idea of a dish fit for a duchess. So it's like, what? That's okay. But describing you as royalty is not. And
the atmosphere treated her less like a normal guest and more like someone arriving with a special status. So the question became obvious. If the royal title was something the show wanted to avoid saying, why did the entire appearance still depend on the attention that title created? Because the moment Meghan entered the kitchen, she was not just another celebrity guest. She was carrying an image that had taken years to build. But once the cameras moved away from the introduction and toward the actual cooking, that image faced its first real test. The first real test should have been simple. She was asked one basic question: what is your favorite dish to cook for your family?
Can I ask you, please, Meghan, what is your favorite dish to cook for the family?
That's a tough one. It's a tough.
For someone known for promoting a home lifestyle, this should have been the easiest answer of the entire episode. But instead of naming one dish, she paused and said it was difficult because she had many different palates to please. Then the answer moved into categories: meat, potatoes, and cream sauce for one, grilled fish, citrus, herbs, and heat for another.
It's a tough one because I have a lot of palates to appease. My husband, being from the UK, loves a lot of meat, potatoes, cream sauce. California girl, I like grilled fish, grilled meats, lots of citrus.
The words sounded polished. They sounded like something from a lifestyle article, but they did not sound like a family meal. Most people don't need time to answer that question. They immediately think of the pasta their children love, a recipe from their childhood, or the one meal everyone asks them to make again.
Cook.
I'm sorry.
She don't cook.
It's weird. Even like I don't cook, but I've got like my 5 go-tos as a mother of 3 children.
That is why the moment stood out. The woman who built an image around cooking, hosting, and home life struggled to name one simple dish.
As a mother of 3 children, that I will cook. If you ask me that, my answer would be lasagna. Everybody loves it. I've learned how to cook it. it's a crowd pleaser. Why can't she name the favorite meal? I've got a lot of palates to appease.
And instead of staying on the question, the conversation quickly moved somewhere much safer, the way Australians and Americans pronounce the word herbs.
Pure natural herbs and spices. Do you say herbs or herbs here?
Oh, you do? You do? Oh my God. Look, somebody pass me the spew bucket already. Please pass me the.
On the surface, it was a harmless conversation about accents, but the timing is what caught attention. A question about what she actually cooked had turned into a discussion about how people say a word. That small moment became interesting because it matched what happened before it. A specific question came in, but instead of a specific answer, the conversation moved towards something broader and easier.
Do you love it how she just presents herself as like the everyday woman? I'm Meg, like I'm here in Australia, like I'm ready to go. Now,
critics pointed to moments like this as part of a larger pattern throughout the episode, where general ideas and lifestyle language often replaced detailed answers. The herb discussion lasted only seconds, but dodging one question was easy. Dodging an agreement with your own family is another.
I just find her completely unpalatable when it comes to the way that she interacts with the audience. She's not naturally good at it. I just have to say she's very constructed. It's very manufactured.
Years earlier, the Sandringham summit reportedly set out clear terms for stepping back from royal duties. One of those terms was that royal status could not be used to commercialize anything, not a brand, not an appearance, not a paycheck. Yet here she was, on a paid appearance, being introduced with royal weight behind every word. This wasn't a favor for a charity. It wasn't an unpaid cameo to support a cause. This was straight income, tied directly to a title that was supposedly off limits for exactly this kind of use.
This appearance, Meghan, goes directly against the agreement that Queen Elizabeth II made with Meghan Markle.
She's so terrible at everything. It's amazing. Meghan Markle may be the best. I've said it before. She's the best at being the worst.
That's not a small technicality. It's the difference between stepping back from a role and quietly still cashing in on it. The agreement was reportedly built to draw a clear line, and this appearance sat right on the wrong side of that line, dressed up as a lifestyle segment instead of what it actually was.
You'll remember the Sandringham summit was absolutely adamant in the fact that Meghan was not able to commercialize aspects of the British royal family.
But the problem with the title wasn't just how it was presented to the audience, it was how that same image followed her into the kitchen, where even the simplest cooking moments started raising questions about how much of the performance was really about the food. Handed a table of fresh ingredients and asked what she'd cook, she landed on carrot top pesto, the same idea she's reached for before on other shows in other kitchens, dressed up as something new. She started explaining how she'd use it, maybe with pasta, maybe with fish, and the answer began stretching in different directions at once, without settling anywhere. That's when Post stepped in and finished the thought for her, almost rescuing the moment before it could fully stall out on camera.
Poe actually kind of finishes the sentence for Meghan because she knows Meghan has no clue what to say. And it's again about what would you cook from your family out of the items that Meghan has chosen for these chefs to utilize. And Meghan can't really come up with anything except for a sauce, like a pesto sauce. And so Meghan Markle is not in the kitchen and she doesn't cook. And Poe goes, she does something, but you can tell Poe is totally aware that Meghan does not cook.
That small rescue was easy to miss. The next one happened in front of the whole kitchen. One contestant said he wanted to build something that could connect with her, maybe even travel back to California in her memory. She replied that she loved a he was thinking of her. That line said everything. The entrance was about her, the ingredients were chosen for her, the dishes were built for her. Even a contestant fighting to stay in the competition got pulled back into talking about her instead of his food. This wasn't someone visiting a competition anymore, it was her stage. Watch her, impress her, cook for her, praise her. At one point, someone shouted it outright across the kitchen, "Make it sparkle for Meghan Markle."
Make it sparkle for Meghan Markle! This is the go!
But the focus on Meghan didn't stop with the food or the reactions around her. Even a simple part of the competition, something that normally happens without much attention, became another moment built around her.
Make it personal. I don't like to yell. Here we go. Vinny,
Yes.
30-minute time call. I'm just telling you first.
Thank you very much. I'm going to work fast now.
Normally, a time check on this program means one judge shouting the remaining minutes so every contestant hears it once, together, and gets back to work. Simple, fast. Nobody stops what they're doing. She did it differently. Instead of one shout, she walked from station to station and delivered the same 30-minute warning to each contestant individually, saying, "I'm just telling you personally," as if that made it more meaningful.
Genuinely believe she is not a woman who likes food. Food for her is some type of weird social status thing. And so, those poor kids.
Contestants had to pause, look up, and respond each time while their clocks kept running underneath them. But it wasn't the only thing she made about herself. By the judging round, even the feedback had a pattern. Those personal time calls were about performance. Judging was supposed to be about food, and that's where the gap became hardest to hide. The professional judges spoke fluently about technique, texture, and heritage, able to name exactly what worked on a plate and why.
Because it's Sussex now. No, it's not. Nobody calls you Meghan Sussex. Everyone calls you Meghan Markle. Get used to it, honey.
Her comments stayed somewhere else entirely. Beautiful, nostalgic, meaningful, pleasant words that described a feeling, not a dish. They sounded like polished lifestyle buzzwords, carefully chosen phrases that created the right image, but avoided the specific details that make someone sound like a true food expert.
Show my nurturing and love for my friends, family, and my kids.
It's cooking. It's just standing in the kitchen with saucepans and stuff. It's not a love language.
Yeah, I agree.
What's she talking about?
Instead of breaking down flavor, technique, or execution, her answers often felt more like a scripted brand message than a natural reaction in a cooking competition.
They go, whatever they touch, they turn it into a disaster area. They turn it into a hazmat site.
At one point, a contestant was building an ice cream dessert, clearly working through layers of flavor and texture as the whole point of the challenge. She asked him if he was thinking about different flavors and textures, a question that almost repeated what he had already explained. It wasn't wrong, exactly. It just wasn't insight. The difference was clear. The judges were talking about the food in front of them, while Meghan seemed to stay focused on the story and image surrounding the food. But there was one moment during judging that the cameras couldn't cut around. Those safe answers were one thing to hide. This next moment was much harder to edit around. During judging, Poe gave a contestant detailed feedback, connecting his dish directly to his Malaysian heritage and explaining exactly what she could taste in it and why it mattered. It was specific, technical, and clearly came from someone who'd lived inside food her whole career. Meghan sat right beside her through all of it, and the camera caught her face doing something viewers couldn't stop replaying afterward. Some read it as a neutral listening expression. Others were certain they watched a smile fade the second real expertise took over the room. Nobody can prove which read is correct just from a look, but the timing is what makes it land. It happened at the exact moment someone else was doing, effortlessly, the thing she'd been struggling to fake all episode. That look didn't come with an explanation, but the next one did, and it came with a recipe attached. Poe had baked banana bread specifically for her, a callback to her own famous loaf from an earlier visit to Australia. It should have been an easy, warm exchange, the kind of moment producers love to end a segment on.
I got a little treat for you. Come with me. A treat? So, we heard this story that the last time you came to Australia, you asked to borrow a kitchen to make banana bread. Yeah.
Instead, as she tasted it, her expression stayed tight and hard to read. No big smile, no obvious delight to match the praise surrounding the rest of the episode. Then, someone referred to her as Duchess, and she corrected them almost instantly. "Call me Meghan," she said. "Just Meghan."
That is the moment she was offended by?
Oh, call me Meghan.
This was the international incident where they had to reach out to apologize.
On its own, that's a small, polite moment, a woman keeping things casual, but the timing sat oddly next to everything else, a correction that happened right as the warmth around her seemed to cool. That correction looked like nothing on its own. It only means something once you hear what allegedly happened right after it. The banana bread scene was supposed to be one of the warmest moments of the episode, a personal recipe, a friendly exchange, and a perfect television moment. But according to to behind-the-scenes reports, the atmosphere may have changed after filming. Reports claimed Poe used a description of Meghan that her team had allegedly asked production to avoid.
Now, Poe was apparently upset at having accidentally gone against Meghan's wishes, which says to me that Meghan raised holy fucking hell.
Those same reports claim the situation became so uncomfortable that Poe was left in tears afterward. The important detail is that viewers never saw this moment. They only saw the polished version, the banana bread, the smiles, and Meghan correcting the title when she was called Duchess. Whether every detail of the behind-the-scenes reports is accurate remains unclear, but the claims changed how some viewers looked back at the episode, because suddenly, the warm moment on screen was being compared with rumors of tension away from the cameras. And then, right after that alleged behind-the-scenes conflict, the episode delivered another moment that immediately shifted attention. A phone appeared, and on the other end was Prince Harry, the person who keeps Meghan connected to the royal world that shaped so much of her public image.
We've had a phone call to studio.
My husband's here.
While Meghan was tasting dishes, a crew member suddenly walked onto the set carrying a phone. Seconds later, Prince Harry appeared on FaceTime and the entire kitchen reacted. The moment was presented as a sweet surprise. A husband checking in on his wife, but the timing immediately caught attention. Television sets are controlled environments. Cameras have to be ready. Audio has to work. Crew members do not normally enter the middle of filming with a phone unless something is already happening. The call may have looked casual, but the result was obvious. The focus moved away from the food and straight back to Meghan's biggest connection, her marriage to a prince. Within seconds, the contestants were no longer just interacting with a lifestyle guest, they were interacting with royalty. The footage they left in was already flattering, and it still couldn't hide the missing pieces. A woman selling an effortless kitchen lifestyle couldn't name one family meal, couldn't finish her own answers without help, and needed a call from a prince to hold the room's attention. That's the real gap this episode exposed, the distance between the brand and the moment she was actually asked to live it on camera with no script to fall back on. What do you think really happened behind the scenes? Let me know in the comments. Like this video if you made it this far, and subscribe for more. I'm Jane Expose, and I'll see you in the next one.